So, can you imagine calling your sister from North Korea? Hi, Lisa. Do you think President Clinton can come to North Korea to rescue us? It was actually one of the lower points in my captivity because I truly did not think that someone of Clinton's stature, a former president, would be allowed to make such a unpredictable trip, especially during such a sensitive time between the two countries. And during our captivity, North Korea had conducted several missile tests, adding to that tense situation. And so after that call, I began to prepare myself mentally to be sent to a labor camp and have to spend many years in North Korea. And then it was a few weeks later, the beginning of August, when Una and I were suddenly reunited. We were taken to a hotel and we were told that a very important envoy had just touched down in the capital, and that if his meeting went well, we might get to go home. If it did not go well, we would not go home. We weren't told who this person was, except that it was somebody that I'd requested. And there were several people that I had requested in addition to asking for President Clinton. So Una and I were ushered down this dark hallway of the hotel. It was lined with about a dozen or so stone-faced North Korean security agents. They were all dressed in black, looking downwards. And as we walked down that hallway, at the end of the hallway, I spotted a bald American wearing an earpiece. It was a U.S. Secret Service agent, and I immediately felt the presence of my country. These two double doors opened, and there, standing before us, was President Clinton. I immediately burst into tears, just could not believe that the 42nd president was standing in front of me. He told us that he still had some work to do, but he felt confident we would see him on the plane ride home the next day, and that's what happened. A lot of people ask, why Bill Clinton? Why was he the one that was needed to serve as the envoy for our release? And I think the simple answer is that North Korean leader Kim Jong-il had just always wanted to meet the guy. But I actually learned that that was actually true, but it may have had to do with something that happened 15 years prior to that time. So when I was on the plane ride home with President Clinton the next day, he told me that when he met with North Korean leader Kim Jong-il, Kim told Clinton that when Kim's father, Kim Il-sung, passed away 15 years prior in 1994, Clinton was the first leader to call Kim to offer his condolences, even before Kim's own allies. Kim told Clinton that he always remembered that kind gesture and had wanted to meet him ever since. I just think it's so wild to think that a possible reason for our release can be traced back to that simple phone call that happened so long ago. And it's a reminder that the things we do today have ripple effects that can impact our lives and others in ways that may be hard to imagine.